Well, the markets are brimming with colorful fruits and veggies right now. So grocer extraordinaire Frank Genzale from Frank's Quality Produce stopped by to share the bounty. And what a bounty it is. Everything you see here is from local growers.
It's all local. Everything you see here, yeah.
You almost can't see us because it's so much.
I left a bunch of stuff in the back too. I couldn't even get it all in here.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. The smell, I wish you could have this smell with you. It smells like my grandmother's garden. So many beautiful things. Let's start over yonder with the peaches. These are local peaches?
Yeah, peaches, nectarines, friar plums, local figs. I mean, it is just the perfect time to go to your farmer's market, ask the farmers to pick you out a nice ripe peach or bring some home and let them ripen on your counter. They're just beautiful.
Can I have that fig? Can you reach that fig for me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I can't.
So figs,
I love a fig.
Figs, most of them come out of California, but this time of year, you know, your neighbor probably has a tree and you're like, what are those things up there? But
oh my gosh.
If they have one, grab them before they're gone or before the birds eat them, and they're just awesome.
This is absolutely delicious. I mean, oh my gosh. I'm putting this over here because I want to eat that in a second, but I got to keep talking. Plums too. A neighbor actually has a tree, and I grabbed some and I made plum compote.
Yeah, the little
night.
Italian prune plums are super good. They grow everywhere around Seattle. You'll see them all over. You know, don't be afraid of them. Grab a few, and you know, they're just super yummy.
All right. Then we got some, it looks like some peppers over here.
Yeah, these are cherry bomb peppers, and those are the hot ones, you know. They're good for frying. And then same with these little shishito peppers. You know, they have a little bit of spice to them. Some are a little more spicy than others, so you get a little surprise every once in a while. But they're kind of mild and just sauteed in oil and served, you know, with your favorite little dipping sauce. It's great.
Good. You know, you don't typically think of peppers being grown in Washington, but they do grow here.
Yeah, we grow them all. All the bell peppers, jalapenos, all the spicy peppers, everything.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and then the tomatoes down there. Susie, our producer, just chomped one of those little orange buddies. What is that?
Those are sun gold cherry tomatoes, and these are all Newaukum Valley grown out of Chehalis. They grow the large heirlooms, baby cherry tomatoes and everything. So they're just super nice. They're just crunchy and sweet. They're great for a snack. Maybe not for you because you don't like them. But,
he knows me.
Yeah, but no, they're super good and really nice.
Well, you know what's interesting too? We have a lot of chefs come on the show and they like to cook with tomatoes this time of year, but they're like, you've got to get the heirlooms. Those are the ones with the most flavor. Do you have a good idea? Like, how do you pick a good heirloom tomato?
I mean, you want it to have a little bit of give and some beautiful color. I mean, the heirloom tomatoes in general are going to taste really good. You just don't want them to be too green and hard, and you know, you want them more vine ripened. And you know, this is when you get them. This is when you make sauce and you know, canning it's a beautiful time of year for canning. So, you know, this is when you get everything and just go for it.
I do make a really delicious marinara. I'll have to make that for you sometime. I'm going to make it for you. Okay. And then we also have, we have so many other different, so our tomatoes are here, but we've got peas and green beans and all these things, and even like for pickling the cucumbers.
Yeah, all the pickles are grown locally right now, and then up top is the pickling dill, the little yellow flowering, and we have that at the market too. So now's the time, you know, go get your jars and have a little pickling party at your house with a bunch of people and a glass of wine and make some pickles.
I have never had a pickling party.
It's time. This is the time.
I think I'm going to have a pickling party.
I think you should, yes.
I think that's a great idea. And then corn is just, oh, I love corn. This is my favorite part of summer. I feel like when you eat corn, that first corn of summer is amazing. But what are these things under the corn here, these little yellow guys?
Those are little baby patty pan squash. Those are grown from Sound Sustainable Farms in Woodinville. And they grow beautiful zucchini and little patty pan squash. And, you know, it's just like yellow squash and zucchini, use it the same way.
They're just cute.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
They're adorable. I love it. And you have all these greens up here. I was actually petting one of these earlier, and I was like, Amity, stop petting the produce. What are these?
I mean, these are just your carrot tops, which you actually can use. But I mean, you've got romaine and red leaf and green leaf and butter lettuce and mustard greens, collard greens. I mean, you know, everything is just so beautiful and it's so fresh, and it's just, if you ever need to try something, you haven't had mustard greens or you haven't had collard greens or something like that, you know, now's the time to do it.
It is. Well, I've never had mustard greens, so I definitely will try it.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Eggplant. Is this a good time of year for eggplant?
Yep. Eggplant, it's grown locally. This is Imperial Gardens in Eastern Washington. And they do a really nice job. Everything is nice and firm. You know, maybe you make some eggplant parmesan or whatever you like, however you like it.
I love it. I love it. I could mix it with these beautiful purple carrots too. Those are gorgeous.
Yeah, those are Ralph's greenhouse, Mount Vernon, and so they grow these purple ones, the orange ones, the rainbow carrots. They do a really good job on those. Plus, they grow leeks and things like that. They're really nice.
You know, I really love that you've brought all these local things here because I think it is so important to shop local farmers, right?
It's super important. I mean, you know, the farming life in Washington is pretty difficult. You only have a few months to grow everything and make your living. So we have to support our local farmers or they just won't be around. And, you know, it's just what you got to do.
I love that you see the value in that.
Yes, it's
see, and
super
this
important.
is why you need to go shop Frank's Quality Produce. Thank you so much, my friend,
You're welcome.
for being
Thank
here.
you.
It's a pleasure every time.